Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. A reminder for you today, you only have a few hours left to pay your Arkansas property taxes. They're due today. Now, that date is not negotiable and there are no payment plans. You have to do that earlier in the year. If you need to pay, you've got a few options before midnight. You can pay on the website or call before a close of business hours via phone or in person at your county offices. If you don't pay, you'll be assessed a 10% penalty. And the Mississippi River has reached record low levels for the second year in a row. It means barges aren't moving, and those that aren't carrying near the normal payload. That river, along with the Arkansas River, play a big role in the exporting and importing of many goods to and from Arkansas. Arkansas exports soybeans, grains, and other goods along the Mississippi and Arkansas rivers. Cassandra Caldwell is the Arkansas Waterways Commission director. She says if things don't get better soon, we'll be paying more for everything.
It increases the cost of shipping. It increases the cost of the stuff we buy at the store.
Caldwell says rain upstream is what's needed the most, but even after that happens, it will take a while before normal barge traffic is flowing again. All right, before we get to more of today's top headlines, let's get a check of the weather with meteorologist Bella Grace. And Bella, it's pretty cold starting this week.
It is a chilly morning out there. We're going to try and warm up as we get later on into the day. Highs near 61 in northwest Arkansas, those mid 60s in the River Valley, getting close to about 65 in Fort Smith. Across the board, 60s all around, but lots of sunshine for today. Lighter winds. It'll be a beautiful day despite the chillier temperatures. If you're headed out, just beware that things are going to be a little bit on the cool side. Tonight, we're dropping way back down to those 30s in northwest Arkansas, about 37 for Fayetteville, 39 for Huntsville. The River Valley is sitting closer to those 40s. A few of us are in the 30s as well, Clarksville, Paris, Waldron, but most of us are like Fort Smith, sitting about 41. Nothing too crazy. We have a stationary front that's been sitting off to our west. It's going to turn into a warm front and move over us between today and Wednesday around the Tuesday night time. So we're going to try and warm up. And once we do, we're going to get this cold front right after it to move through, bring some showers our way. Most of them will develop off to our east, but we will see a few of those scattered showers. However, it won't drop temperatures all that much despite the rain and the cooler air behind it. We are going to stay pretty warm into the rest of the weekend. A little bit of a dip on Friday in those temperatures down to 72, but right back up for the weekend. A beautiful sunny weekend with higher temperatures. We just have to get through today, our coldest day, and then we're going to be back in the 70s.
All right, thanks for that, Bella. Now, 2 organizations over the weekend teamed up to take care of one of our local lakes. The city of Fayetteville and the Beaver Watershed Alliance worked together on Saturday to clean Lake Sequoia. Their goal was to bring the community together to keep the lake clean and beautiful. They picked up litter along the shoreline as well as roads and trails throughout the park. Volunteers were given supplies and assigned a cleanup spot.
When we have areas where people are recreating, we're always going to find litter in those spots. We find, cans and warm cups and things like that around the lakes that people don't necessarily always pack it out. So we really rely on our community, our volunteers to come out and help us with that because if we don't collect that, it washes down the West Fork of the White River, and that goes directly into Beaver Lake, which is our water source for a lot of northwest Arkansas.
Now, in addition to those who cleaned up on land, boat paddlers also went out onto the water to expand their reach into areas that had floating debris. And hundreds of poultry industry professionals are gathering in Fayetteville over the next 2 days to address the global challenges of avian influenza. The International Avian Influenza Summit is being held at the Center of Excellence for Poultry Science at the U of A. This will include around 20 speakers from around the world who will discuss perspectives of how the disease has affected various segments of the industry. Organizers encourage anyone with an interest in poultry to attend the free event, either in person or online. Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.